it. You already know what it is. This is where
Tell
we
the
truth and shame the devil. All right, people, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. This is live, uncut, unedited. This is your boy, aka Martin G. Johnson, the crime chaser. All these lights are bright. Need my glasses. Look at my sunglasses. This light's getting in my eyes. All right, come on in, people. Come on in. Make sure you leave your boy some stars. Make sure you leave your boy some stars. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Live, uncut, unedited. That's much better for me. I know y'all want to see my eyes, but all right, I see you, Sharice. I see you. I see you. This is live, uncut, unedited, people. All right. All right. Andy, what's going on? Yeah, this is my little workout shirt I be working out in. I'm just wearing it. Showing a little muscles. That's all tonight. That's all. All right. Tam, what's going on? What's going on? People, Crystal, I see you. I see you. All right, people, if you're concerned about crime and safety, you're at the right place tonight. We're going to give you some cues and pointers what to look for, where not to go to, how to avoid some of this crime and being a victim. Now, I can't guarantee you that you won't get robbed, you won't get carjacked, you won't get burglarized. I can't guarantee you all that. I promise you that. But one thing I can guarantee you to tell you what to look out for. That's what I can do. Tell you what to look out to. I've been around for a long time, been in these streets, know what's going on. Somebody said, well, Martin, you're old now and the streets change. My father always told me that the face remained the same, but the name changes. Again, the face remains the same, but the name changes. And that's real talk, people. Real talk. I need to wipe my glasses off. Real talk. Yeah, all right, but I ain't gonna worry about it. All right, come on in, people. Come on in. This is live, uncut, unedited. Make sure you share the video. Share this video. This is where we
tell the truth
and what we
and
do.
shame the devil.
What's going on, Andrew? Let me go down my list. I missed a lot of you guys. Rose, what's up, Rose? Miles, I see you. I see you. I see you. Andrew, I see you. Virginia Beasley, I see you. Let me I'm sorry, y'all. Let me get my phone line too because I didn't even open up my phone lines so y'all can call in. I'm so sorry. I'm slipping tonight. I'm slipping tonight. I'm slipping tonight. I'm slipping. This is live, uncut, unedited, people. You already know what we do. We tell the truth and what? Shame the devil. That's what we do. All right. I'm going to call in real quick so I can open up my phone lines. You guys just hold on. I'm still here. I'm going to acknowledge some of you guys on this live, and I don't have a problem doing that. I already know that we got a lot to talk about tonight. Man, we got a lot to talk about tonight, people. A whole lot to talk about tonight. And I appreciate y'all for tuning in. And y'all, listen, some nights we have fun, we laugh, and some nights we going at each other, bro, ain't it? But that's how life goes. That's how life goes. All right, come on in, people, come on in. I'm getting the phone lines together. I'm sorry, people. I had to get it together. Had to get the phone lines together because we need this, people. We need help. And those of you that's out here that's trying to make it, single parents. All right, let me get down this line here. All right. Is that Deanne Jordan? All right. Is that Sherry? All right, Sherry. Hey, Bunton, I see you. All right, Vicky, I see you, Vicky. Is that Leticia? What's that? Let me pronounce that right. Can I see it? Letice Puckett, I see you. I see you. William, I see you. I see you. I see you, brother. Tiffany, what's going on, Tiffany? All right. All right. Key, I see you. I see you. Rodney Smith, I see you. Monique McCoy, I see you. Deborah Singleton, Rose Miles, I see you. Andrew, what's going on? I see you, bro. Andrew Williams, Virginia Beasley, I see you. Katie, I see you. Rion, what's going on, bro? Rion Davis, Vicky, I see you. 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 Andy, what's going on? Tam, what's going on? Crystal, what's up, Crystal? What's up, Crystal? I see you. I see you again, Sharice. I see you again. I had to go down the list real quick because we're going to call in tonight. Candy Apple. What's up, Candy Apple? What's up, Candy Apple? That name stands out, don't it? Petty Hampton, what's going on? Bonita Davis, what's going on? Quincy Wilburn, what's going on? Letha Cox, what's going on? Is that Safari Matthew? What's going on? All right. I feel Phyllis Davis. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Peggy Gay. What's up, Peggy? I see you. I see you. I see you. We're going to get into this program again. My number is 872-299-08. 872-297-6389. If you can't reach me on that number, you definitely can reach me on 872-299-0808. All right. You said check my message, Miss Safari Matthew. Okay, I'll do that. Silas Walker, what's going on? This is live, uncut, unedited. I'm looking for some callers. And if you're concerned about crime, especially not just in Chicago, just all over. And, you know, we have these racial undertones and people tell us little things. And people, this is real. We need to check in, people. Check in. This is live. I seen you at the Swaparama. Okay, you didn't see me recording, did you? I'm recording everywhere I go. All right. You should have spoke to me. I hope you spoke to me. All right, Don Tyson. All right, live, uncut, unedited, people. Come on in. We're talking about safety today, people. Safety, crime, and safety. That's a big issue. And a lot of people thinking white people are going to solve our crime issue in our community. It's not going to happen. We've got generations of crime in the community. It's not going to happen. I have not found one president nor one mayor have solved the crime issue in the Black community, people. Come on, let's wake up. Let's keep it 100, people. Let's keep it 100. Thank you, Peggy. Thank you. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100, people. No one is going to save us. We are our own solution, people. We are our own solution. If you think that the enemy is going to come in and treat us fairly, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I tell you, people. Violence is not going to clean up no crime. We know better than that. That's some white folks talking. He is not going to clean up no crime. So if you tell me violence is going to come in somebody's house and stop crime, that ain't going to happen. Crime is a hard issue. You can't do that. You can't legislate crime out of people's hearts. You don't want to give nobody nothing. You want to take all the resources and starve these communities. You want to give it to the community activists. You want to give it to the pastors, the ministers, and, you know, some of the big shot callers in the community. After that, everybody else don't eat. They don't get anything. Crime is everywhere, people. You got crime in the police department. They racist toward each other. Listen, any sitting mayor need to start within the police department. You know what makes police look bad are them proud boys, them racist boys that work inside the department. And those Black men and women that's trying to show their loyalty to white people in the police department. Those are the ones make the police department look bad. Those are the ones. And when you hear about police getting shot and killed, it's a sad thing. It's a sad thing. For somebody to go to work, thinking that they're going to come back home to their family and lose their life. I tell you, I don't want no police out here to lose their life. I don't want no citizens out here to lose their life. But it's a fortunate situation. It happens, people. It happens. Instead of us investing all that billions of dollars inside the police department, we need to allocate those funds in mental health to help some of these civilians that need help, mental health. They're out of their minds, people. Well, you say, well, Martin, you believe in defunding the police. I believe in putting the funds where the funds need to be. Now, I'm giving you $1 billion and you can't solve no crime. Does that make sense? That don't make sense. You want to hire 1,800 more new police officers. Where you going to put them at? You going to put them on Madison and Pulaski, 79th and Cottage Grove? I don't think so. You're going to put them right downtown in that business district. That's what you're going to do. You're going to protect the wealth of white folks, of the corporations. We know what you're going to do. But the zip codes, the south and west sides, are we going to be left hanging dry? We're going to be hanging like low fruit. I tell you, people, this is live, uncut, unedited. This is real, people. Listen, people, do not let nobody come in our community and tell us what they're going to fix. And we've been living like this for the last 100 years. Crime. I remember when the crack epidemic came on back in the 80s and in the 90s. There was so many teenagers out there selling 16s and 8 balls, buying quarter ounces, breaking them down, selling $10 bags of crack. I remember the era. Hey, that's you, caller. Is you, Marcus? Hello, caller. Yeah. No, hold on, baby. I'll be right with you in a minute. Okay, hold on. And I remember the era. Now look, we had a problem in the black community. So we reached out to the police and to the state's attorney. We need something done. And the only solution that they had for us to lock all our young boys and men up, lock them up. And guess what? We still got a crack problem. We still got a weed problem. We still got a lean problem. We still got a SHRM problem. Right now, we still got a gun problem. And I tell you, back in the 80s, you couldn't get guns plentiful like it is now. So the only difference between the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s right now, that they have more guns. The crime, young people are ready to shoot and kill because who is putting guns in the black community? It's not the black politicians that's putting the guns in the black community. It's not the black politicians that are allowing drugs to come in the community. It's the white ones. We know it's white supremacy. And don't keep playing this game with us. Who allowing the migrants to come over here and you giving them $5,000 per head and $500 per week? Who allowing that? You running game. It's the white people behind it. Y'all know who it is. Who are they working for? They sure enough ain't working for too many black, because there's not too many black-owned businesses in this country. We are 1% we are a 10th of 1% of business owned here in America. Who is really running game on us? I tell you, it's called the illusion of inclusion. Go ahead, my dear sister. I'm sorry, but I feel it. I feel it tonight. This is live, uncut, unedited. Go ahead, my sister.
Hey,
go ahead.
Hey, Martin, I just wanted to say, yes, this system is designed to set us up for failure. It's designed to set us up for failure. And all we got to do is come together as a black people so strong. And you're right, it's the politicians. It's not us. It's not us. So I just want to see my black people come together, and we can fight this thing if all of us come together.
And I'm gonna say this. Okay, I'm gonna say this, and sister is right. Somebody said, well, Martin, you sound like a victim. Yes, I am a victim of white supremacists. So are you as well. You are a victim. You just don't know it now, but you are a victim. All these bad images come across the social media and the mainstream media. They're not no good. Listen, I went to a gala the other day, and you guys know, you see me in a tuxedo and looking all spiffy and all that. I did not see one mainstream media there. I didn't see Fox there. I didn't see NBC there. I didn't see ABC there. I didn't see Telemundo there. I didn't see none of that. I seen successful black people doing their thing, coming together, having a good time. I didn't see one argument. I didn't see one fight. I didn't see one gunshot. Nobody pulling no bullets out. People, I'm telling you, there are some black people are doing their thing right here in the city of Chicago. There was so many contacts in that room. We was all walks of life in business and politics and everything in the food area. People, listen, they don't want to show no good images of us. People, that's pure racism. Anytime a race of people only want to show bad images of another race of people, there is racism. That's discrimination 101, people. Discrimination 101. I'm going to tell you. And these white talking points, I love them because I can see right through them when they call us animals. That's why I tell black people, never call your sons and daughters animals or savages. What do you do with animals? You shoot them down, savages. You're barbaric. Don't call that, don't put that title on your young people. Do not do that. When you label your young people, you're giving them permission to shoot them down. The first thing, when a black young man gets shot down by any police officer, whether it's in Chicago, St. Louis, Minnesota, wherever it may be, they're going to go into his background. They're going to go to his social media. They're going to find out what he's into. That's what they're going to do. They're going to go to his background or her background. Oh, look, she doing drugs. She was a criminal. And that code word too, when they say criminal, that means you are worthy of death. And like George Blakemore said, they are criminals that never get charged. They are criminals that never get caught. They are like the rat that always get your cheese, get away with cheese and never get caught. People, I'm telling you the truth. White people calling black people animals, that's a cold word. Savages, that's a cold word. When you hear a white person say that they don't see color, you better run for your life. That is a dishonest person. Trust me. Yes, I said it. Yes, I said it. Name me one politician that's going to stop crime in the black community. It's not going to happen, people. It's not going to happen. So this thing, what you call tough on crime, that's nothing but a white supremacist talking term to get at black people. The war on drugs was a thing to put black people in jail. We know these talking points, people. Make America great again. That's a racial undertone. People, I have to talk about it. Quit being blind. You'll never end with them. When they're done using you, they're going to push you in front of the bus or throw you outside or throw you down the stairs. Not literally speaking. You'll never end. We're dealing with a 400-year enemy that do not want to see us prosper, people. They've always making up excuse. Well, you need to do this. You need to do. We've done everything they asked us to do, and you still mistreat us. You're still shooting our young men down like dogs and animals in the street and justifying it in the back, people. And don't get me wrong, we are concerned about police getting shot because if a police gets shot and killed, what they think of a citizen. We want to come outside, be able to walk down the street and walk and hold hands, and the mothers push their babies in strollers and holding their baby down the street and ride bikes without worrying about gunfire. But when you cause the conditions, when you cause these conditions, these things can happen. And we know there's not enough livable wage jobs here in America. There's not enough. Now, we got plenty of McDonald's, Burger King, Popeyes, chicken, and all them type of little low-end jobs. You can't take care of no family on them low-end jobs at all. It's not going to happen. And we know that. Come on now. All the good government jobs here in the city of Chicago, the white people dominate them jobs. They're more than 50% on their jobs, on these jobs. On the water department in Chicago, building department, all the people, police department, the teachers, 80-some%, maybe 70%, I don't have the exact numbers, of white teachers here in the city of Chicago. Is that by design? Where's the equality at? Where's the diversity? that you claim that this is a sanctuary city? I can't tell. I can't tell. Come on, people. And you better be careful when you got the fraternal order police supporting these candidates. You better be real careful, people, real careful, because we know that the fraternal order police is racist, hateful, mean toward the Black community. We know that they have a history of locking up and mistreating Black youth. Now, every youth is not out there selling drugs and gang banging, sagging. Every youth is not out there doing it. So don't just assume because you patrol the Black community, every Black person have a gun on them. Don't just assume that at all. I'm telling the truth and shame the devil, because I'm tired of being misrepresented. You know, and I tell Black people, listen, Black people, listen to me clear. How can someone that works that patrols your community and views you as the enemy and less than and treat you fair? They're not going to treat you fair. They're not going to do it. It's not in them. Trust me. We've seen it. There's a divide in the Chicago Police Department, and we know it. How are you going to save the streets of the city of Chicago and when you can't save your own department? If you would have got rid of them Proud Boys a long time ago in these police department, we wouldn't be having these problems right now with these cops shooting and gunning down and running down these young Black youth. You wouldn't have it. You wouldn't have the problem with all the shooting if you didn't have the white man placing and making guns available to get in the Black community. Now, if Black people was going over in these white communities, shooting white people and killing white people, you couldn't get a gun. But as long as we can shoot and kill each other and do all these nasty things and dirty things toward each other, it's acceptable. I got to tell it because I don't believe nobody else will say it. They don't have the guts to say it. They got too many white friends, and they don't want to hurt their feelings. But I'm going to tell you, white, Black, Puerto Rican, Hispanic, or Mexican, the truth hurts us all. Somebody has to say it. Somebody have to tell us this. Oh, my God, I got a couple calls on here. Lord have mercy. I'm preaching hard tonight. All right, 9508. Go ahead, caller. Last 4 digits. My goodness, I'm going in. Go ahead, caller.
Hey, what's going on, man?
All right, man.
What's going on, bro?
All right.
You already know what it is.
Yes, sir. What's going on, bro?
Hey, I grew up in Humboldt Park, and I went to Chopin, I went to Lafayette, I went to Community. I know how things run. But at the end of the day, bro, we not gonna never be able to clean up these streets, bro.
We ain't gonna never be able to what? I didn't hear you. We're not gonna be able to do what, sir? Sir. I don't know what happened. Sir? I don't know what happened.
We're not gonna never be able to clean up these streets.
Why you say that, brother? Why you say that?
Because the youth is taking over.
The who taking over?
Because the youth is taking over.
Okay. Hold it right there, brother. I got another caller. Hold it right there. Hold it right there. Listen, let me just say this too before I let this other caller come on. Listen, people, we have to be careful what we put in the atmosphere. The scripture said life and death is in the power, is in the tongue. The power of life and death is in the tongue. So we have to be careful. Listen, we cannot expect no one to save the Black community. And I'm not saying don't vote, don't participate in election activity, don't run for office, don't apply for police. So I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying
The
It's
church
going to
is
take
not
us
gonna
to
take
say,
over you.
hold on, brother, I'm talking.
The church
Brother,
is not gonna take over
brother.
you.
Listen, it's going to take us to save us, brother and sisters. We see a trend in right now. We had at least 6 or 7 women been shot and killed, one hit. Women, not all black women. It's a mix, but predominantly black women. So we see this, people. So don't think that the white man gonna come in here in the city of Chicago and save your community. Is not going to happen. Listen, they're going to save the interests of the wealthy people, of the interests of corporations. That's what's going to happen, people. I'm going to take this caller, 912. Go ahead, caller.
Hey, what's going on, man? What's
All right.
happening?
I got you on the time. I got you 2 minutes, man. I'm going to give you 3 minutes. Go ahead, brother. So let you know I ain't bull jabbing. Go ahead, say what you
Okay.
say. I ain't going to cut you off. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Accountability.
Go ahead.
You know, personal accountability, responsibility for your actions. When is that going to get talked about? I mean, it's a known fact. Nobody is going to save nobody. Nobody is coming from the dun, 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 I'm here to save you. It ain't happening. It's not going to happen. The only choice people have is to save themselves, be accountable for what they do, and stop playing the blame game. Okay? Especially the fellas, right? Nobody told Slick Willie to go skin that girl up raw and cause an unwanted pregnancy. They don't want to blame her for it. Well, she got pregnant. No, she didn't. A car won't start unless you put a key in it, right? At least the older cars, they got the push buttons now. But I'm just saying, if you don't put a car in and turn it, it won't start, right? The car just ain't gonna start up by itself and roll. You got to drive it. See? Now, the minute Black America get up on that, be responsibility for what you do, and teach your children equal responsibility and accept the responsibility for your actions, and stop talking about, well, see, if it wasn't for, no. There is no if it wasn't for, all right? And especially when it comes to the crack and all this other stuff. Look, your average 5-year-old, they don't know all the particulars, but the average 5-year-old child know if you smoke crack, you're going to be a crackhead. And being a crackhead is not a good thing to be. You know, so let's just use children logic. Children are smart. They're going to tell you the exact answer in the simplest form. That's it. I think that's about 3 minutes. I'm not trying
you got
go
about
long.
you got about 40 seconds left if you want to go. That's cool. That's it.
Oh,
Okay.
no. I'm done. That's
Okay. Okay, I'm going
Take
to the next call.
accountability and be responsible for what you do.
Okay.
Stop playing the blame game.
Okay, thank you, sir. So hold on. I'm going to the next caller. Next caller, I'm finna call you out right now. 9972. You got 3 minutes to talk. Come on, caller. 9972 is your last 4 digits. This is live, uncut, unedited. Come on, caller. I'm not talking to you, caller. I'm talking to 9972. 9972 is the last 4 digits of your number. If you want to talk, call. I'm waiting on you to come in right now. 9972. If not, I'm going to the next caller. Okay, 5625. I'm going to you. I'll skip the next caller. 5625. You're next, live, uncut, unedited.
Okay. So
go ahead, sister.
Hello?
You got 3 minutes.
Right.
Go ahead.
Okay, cool. The blame game. Martin, I'm with you. It's like it's so hard for our young Black men. If it ain't the ones that's in the game with the gun, you got the ones that's trying to do right, and got that one particular baby mama. Yeah, they got the baby. But child support come in, child support killed their soul. It ain't that they don't want to take care of their child. I'm with you. I just don't understand. It ain't accountability. You got brothers out there that won't take accountability and take care of their child. But the system is so stacked against them. It's so stacked against them. They don't know. I mean, public aid. So when a woman get on public aid after having a baby, public aid on our black man's heels. Life is suspended. They can, do you know a black man does not, if he does not pay child support, he should do 5 years in jail. Not saying that he don't want to take care of his child. That's not it. It's a whole lot of stuff going against our black brothers. Not even talking about the ones that's out there carjacking, driving. But you got the ones that's trying to walk a narrow straight line, and it's the system. It's the system. You got a black judge telling a black man $7,000 for a bond for child support. He knows damn well that boy ain't got no damn $7,000. And he a black judge. I'm not saying he's supposed to give him no type of leniency. But again, come on, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Our black brothers don't even know the steps to take if they even want to see their child or fight for their child. Yeah, they lay down with no condom. Yeah, they lay down with no condom. But they ain't supposed to be hung like that for jail because of child support. Come on. We don't even know. He's probably been trying to do for his daughter. He's probably buying his daughter stuff. The system is the system, and it ain't right against her, against our black young man. I don't care what nobody say. I don't. Martin, you hear me?
I hear you. I want to talk. Go ahead. You gotta. I agree 100% everything you said, sister. You know I agree that I ain't got to say nothing. That's my talk. That's my language. That's my language.
You're gonna put a warrant out for a young black man that don't know how to take the steps to see his daughter. He don't know. He's fighting against public aid. That's the system.
Hold it right there, sister.
He ain't got no damn $5,000 to go get it. Okay.
Right. Okay. Hold it right there, sister. Let me. I got another call. I'm going to the next call next, but let me just say this, my dear sister. I appreciate everything that you just said. I agree with everything that you said. I've been saying it for the longest, people. One thing we don't want to recognize, the system. There is a system in play. A system are people. They got a plan, a blueprint to keep. Listen, a woman can go out there and have a baby.
To keep our
hold on, sister. Down. Hold on, sister. Hold on. Let me talk, man. I let you talk. Right. I gave you full 3 minutes.
Go ahead. You did.
And
you did.
The woman can go out there and have a baby. When she need help, she can get the resources. A man go get a woman pregnant, and when he needs help, he get jail. That's the only resource they got for him is jail. Go get a job at jail. They give a woman public assistance, public housing. Y'all don't want to see this. And I'm saying, well, you say, well, Martin, he ain't got no business putting it in the woman. All the people going to have sex. People going to have babies. You're not going to never stop that. You can have all the birth control clinics out here, the abortion clinics and pills and condoms. People are going to have children. They're going to have sex. There's a system. There's a system in play. We used to pick cotton, and the judge said, we are now the cotton. We are now the cotton right now. Listen, they always tell us if we're not sitting at the table, that means we are on the menu. And I'm not making bad excuse for carjackers, armed robbers, shooters. I'm not making an excuse. But don't let those bad behaviors represent the whole race. And when you put Chicago, it's a segregated city. You can come in Inglewood. It looked like a bomb dropped in Inglewood, a war, Roseland. But you go on a little further on down Western and Kedzie.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You got thriving businesses. So you telling me Something ain't wrong with that. Something not right with that picture. I'm telling y'all, people, it's a system that's in place that's going against this black skin, this melanated skin right here. We're dealing with a 400-year enemy. Now, let me ask you a question. When are the white people going to, hold on, sister, I'm talking. When are the white people going to take accountability what they have done to the black people here in America and still presently doing right now?
Never.
When are they going to take the responsibility?
Never.
How can you take people
Never.
centuries of slavery and trauma, rape, murder, sodomy, feeding children to alligators, Jim Crow, and throwing people out there and say, hey, you free now. You give them no land, no resources, nothing. Then when they build up something and got something going, now you find a way to destroy it. Come on, people, this is real. Listen, you listen. These young people, they are not, sister, hold on, I'm talking now. These young people are not finna hold hands and sing, we shall overcome. They're not about that. These young people out here, they are not about turning the other cheek. They're not about taking the low road. Let somebody take the high road and they take, this is a different generation right now that we're dealing with. They're not going to take what we took back in the 60s and the 70s and the 80s. This is a different generation. They don't care about this system. They don't care about these jobs and this education and these felonies. They know that they're not being treated fairly and they're lashing out. I got to go to the next caller. 0941. Come on, caller. You're next, live, uncut, unedited.
How you doing, Martin? How you doing?
How you doing, Marcus? Go ahead.
Tell by the tone of your voice, you are pissed off.
Yes, I am.
And you know what? A black person should be pissed off. It's the odds are stacked against us. No matter how hard we try, they find a way to block us.
Absolutely.
They find a way to shut us down. They find a way to keep us held down. You know, they put the guns and the drugs in our neighborhood, and people can say, well, we don't have to use them. I say that sometimes too. We don't have to use them, but some people's minds are weaker than my mind. And so we see the destruction. What makes me mad with the young people is they see that the odds are against them. They know that when they get caught by the police, they're going to get treated a certain way than their white counterparts will get treated. Why are you out here giving these white folks what they want? Don't give them what they want.
Because they ain't got nothing else to do.
We had this city, and now we're on the verge of losing this city because some black people allowed them to cram in their face the fraternal order of police. The police ain't doing his job. That needs to be told. The police got crooked cops on their police force. So how can you clean up crime in the city when the police department itself is crooked and is not fair? And they say that people in the ghetto don't call the hold up. They say that people in the ghetto don't call the police.
It's the system.
We do call the police.
They know all this.
Hold up.
So hold on, Mark. Sister, I'm about to boot you off. If you get one more outburst, I can't take it. I can't take it. I'm trying to work with you. I cannot take it, sister. Let this brother talk. I gave you a full 3 minutes. Now I got to get his brother another minute because you keep interrupting him. Come on, Marcus, go ahead.
You know, the system is tainted. It's against us. It's against us. And some of these sisters, you know the guy that you're going with. You open your legs, you got pregnant mom, and you deliberately did it because you want to hold that young man to you. You can't hold a young man to you. You can't force a young man to hold on to you and put up with your unfair ways. Some of these women have ruined these young black men. They're selfish, and they want the black man to do what they want them to do. They don't want that black man to follow their dreams and goals and passions. If you're going to have a relationship, you got to be fair with each other. And some of these sisters know that the system do these young black men wrong. They still get them for child support. They fight with them.
They take them straight to the system.
And once they get a domestic, and once they catch a domestic, it's hard for them to get a decent job.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Marcus. You got another minute. Go ahead, because she keep interrupting you.
All right. It's hard for them to get a decent job. And these kids are frustrated. And I got a message for Paul Vallis and all these other people talking about getting tough on crime. Crime is in the mind and in the heart. Sicking the police on people is not getting tough on crime. You just said it, Martin. These kids ain't singing "We Shall Overcome." They're not singing "I'm so glad that Jesus lifted me." Half of them ain't going to church because they feel the church ain't benefiting them. Half of them didn't vote because they've been lied to too many times. So they're going to fight with the police. They're not just going to let the police come in here and beat the hell out of them. They're going to fight the police. They're already saying that. They're going to fight the police. You're going to have anarchy. You better be trying to create resources to prevent this, because it's coming. The signs are right there. These kids are not going to let the police brutalize them. And these young fathers are not going to let the police brutalize their sons. And stand by and watch and sing "We Shall Overcome" and lift every voice and sing, if you know what I mean.
And I said the same thing. So all you white people out there thinking that Paul Vallis is going to stop the crime, or at least in your community, it's not going to happen. Trust me. If we don't invest in black youth, this is what we're going to get. Now, you can get a gun. You can put a Band-Aid on a gunshot wound if you want to. Brandon Johnson got the right plan. You have to invest in the youth. Most of these crimes out here, violent crimes, are done by youth. We have to invest in the youth, people. We have to catch them while they're young. We have to catch them before they're 10, 11, and 12, and 13. We can't wait till they're in the ninth inning, then we want to put a bat to their head. And we didn't do nothing. We didn't put no discipline down with them when they was little babies. We can't do that. We have to start in the infant stage. We have to train them and teach them. And we have to make this place better for our teenagers and our young people. We have to get involved. You can't wait till your son gets shot or gunned down or raped or be in a domestic violence relationship. Then now you want to become an advocate. You can't wait. Get involved right now. Get involved right now. Make a difference in your community, because no one is coming to save black people. And never mind these activists. Whoever got the biggest purse, that's who the activist is going to side with. The activists, they don't care about no black race. They're not caring about that. All they're caring about is buying nice cars, looking good, and you complimenting them. That's it. They don't care about these black boys and girls getting shot and gunned down in the city of Chicago. They don't care about these young black men getting a quality education. It's all about them. That's what it's about. And listen, people, that's what it's about. That's what it's about. Feeding their pocket. The gentleman said last night, when Sawyer, the old man Sawyer, running his campaign a day before the election, black people jumped ship and went over there with Daley because they can get more money. There was no loyalty. And see, loyalty means a lot, people. Means a lot. You got some women out here, they have chosen men that don't have a big income over a man that have a lot of income because of loyalty. You know what? This man, he may be making $50,000 a year, but he comes home every day. He buy me flowers. He treat me right. Whereas the other man, he's a six-figure man. I feel like I'm a side piece. I only see him once a week. He buy me a car. He take me on vacation, but he don't put no time in with me. But this $50,000 man that working this plumbing job or this engineering job, he come home every night. He call me every day. He treat my children as if they were his. I tell you, loyalty trumps it all, people. It trumps it all. When you find a loyal person loyal to you, that means a lot, people. Quit. Chicago is a segregated, racist city. It is racist, people. It's by design. If it wasn't racist, we wouldn't be segregated. You shouldn't be able to say, I'm going to the black community. I'm going to the white community. I'm going to the Mexican community. You should say, I'm going to the community of Woodlawn, the community of Roseland, the community of Beverly. We shouldn't have to say the black community. That goes to show you that it is divided, it's a division here. And that's real talk. There's a real division here. This is live, uncut, unedited. And I believe in accountability. Somebody got to mute their, I hear some sounds. I hear TV. Now people complain about me knocking them off, but you got mute your phone. Everybody mute your phone. Mute your phone. Mute your phone. You don't know how to follow the rules. Mute your phone. I hear TV playing. All right. So that's what I'm saying. Listen, we always coming down hard on each other. But guess what? They make laws. They have made laws specifically for black people. Anything that we come up with, you know, when black people start buying packs of cigarettes and start selling loose squares out of them, they made that a law. I tell you, when black people start peddling and different stuff, they made that a law. They always make laws to control us, people. Control. The same laws that they make for us, they don't enforce in their community. And I tell any white person that's listening to me on this live, treat us the same way that you treat the folks on the north side and downtown. Treat us the same way on the south and west side and see what happens. We may not like the law, but if we know that the north side is being treated like the south side and the west side and the east side, we don't have a problem with it. But don't tell me you're going to pick an argument, agitate. And see, black men, that's another thing that we have to learn. We have to learn how to bottle up our emotions when dealing with law enforcement. You have some law enforcement, they know you can't win. They know what to say to trigger your button. They know how to. Then they play victim when you launch at them. Then I'll take you to jail, put a felony on you. And that's what their job is to do, to put a felony on black people, keep them down, make sure that they cannot profit. You see what they're doing with our black politicians? They pitting us against each other. They don't like Kim Foxx. They didn't like Lori Lightfoot. They don't like Tony Preckwinkle. They don't like these black aldermen, men and women, especially when they can't control them. Now, as long as they controlling them, they all right. But when they have a mind and ideas of themselves they want to implement or look like they want to help the community, that's a problem. Kim Foxx did not write the laws of Chicago, of Illinois. She is not responsible for pre-trial. So if you get caught with a gun and they give you an I bond or give you a home margin, you go out there and do another crime, that's not Kim Foxx's fault. In America justice system, it's called you're innocent until proven guilty. But we know that's not so. We're guilty until proven innocent in the black community. That's the law. It's called pre-trial. Understand law, people. Quit allowing these white folks to make you hate Kim Foxx. Quit allowing that. They the one made the rules. They the one made the rules. This is real talk. They want to blame us. And they racist, outdoor racists. You heard that white man, fraternal the policeman, said that Laquan McDonald should have been shot 18 times. That's hate. That's hate, people. He's a criminal. He deserved to die. And I want to say to the fraternal order police president, who died and left you God? Who made you the judge, juror, and executioner? Who made you that? I got another caller. 3699. Go ahead, caller. 3699.
Hey, Martin.
How you doing? You got 3 minutes, sister. Go ahead.
Can you hear me? Loud
and clear. Go ahead.
Okay. I just want to say about the emotion. We have to keep pushing to respond mentally and not emotionally, because Black people, we know when we're not being treated fairly. We know when we're being disrespected. But the way that we communicate those emotions, it's a trigger. And they know that. So you have to calm down and think and always believe that it's a trap. See, when you know that people are setting a trap for you, you can respond differently. And you have to respond mentally, because once you allow your emotions to take over, you're not thinking anymore, and now they got you. That's all. That's it. Just calm down, no matter what the situation is, because when you lose calmness, now you're acting out of emotion. And that's what they're banking on in every situation, and not just the police. If you're in the public, in the store, grocery shopping for clothes, period. That's how they get out. That's how they operate. They push buttons and they trigger you, and then it's no longer about what provokes you. It's always going to be about how you respond. I have used this method forever, and I have sat and watched these people get so mad because they couldn't trigger me. They knew they were wrong. They needed me to engage, and it never worked. It doesn't work. And when it doesn't work, they get mad. They get mad. Let's just remember that. Always respond mentally in any situation. Never respond emotionally, because when you do that, you've already lost the game. It's over. They got you. That's all I wanted to say.
Okay, thank you. That was 2 minutes and something. Thank you.
Yeah, Martin, she right about that, because I say some stuff to people with a smile on my face. And let me mute up, because she cooking and now she got the smoke alarm going on.
Okay. All right. So, people, our dear sister said it correctly. It's our emotions. Our emotions is so messed up, people. They know the right button they can push. You can't fall for the trap. They know that. See, what we don't know, they are the judges, they're the lawyers, they're the police officers, they're the doctors, they're everything. They are in the position of power. So those of you just trying to be a millionaire, how about trying to get a position of power so you can write legislation? Why you think people like J.B. Pritzker want to come and get a $200,000 job and he's a billionaire? That don't make sense. You got a lot of us, we're trying to be billionaires. A billionaire come to take a job. Why? It's because of the resources and the power. He can allocate jobs and contracts toward his friends and stuff like that and get kickbacks, people. It ain't all about doing the right thing. It's not all about being in the Black community, people. Wake up. A billionaire running for $200,000 salary job? Come on now. Willie Wilson, a multi-millionaire, maybe a billionaire, running for a city salary that he said that he was going to donate and he didn't want? People, it's a reason why they're running for these positions. Is for power, people. Power. You said, well, Martin, I got power, I got money. I'm going to tell you, the poorest white person in this country can walk into a room that the richest Black person can't get into because he got the complexion of protection. I'm telling you the truth. A lot of you people out there, you don't like this racial talk because your white friends and your white bosses, you don't want to offend nobody. But guess what? I'm going to tell the truth, whether you like your friend or not, or you share this video or not. I don't care if it's 2 people on this live. I'm going to still tell the truth and shame the devil because they need to hear it. America, as Marcus always say, have a race problem. And don't nobody want to talk about it. Well, they say, well, Martin, that's the past. Well, the Holocaust is the past, but they still talk about it. Slavery is the past, but they still talk about it. But see, slavery never left. It just only changed forms.
Mhm.
We in the worst situation that we ever have been in this country. Yet we have material things. We don't have no chains around our neck. We don't have no chains around our ankles. We don't have no chains on our wrists and arms and all that, but we got chains in our minds. In our minds, people. When you got the mind, you got the body. The body will follow. You know how the pimp game go. We call it the sex traffic game. You get the young lady, you woo her, you sex up, you tell her you love her. Now, after you can get her mind, got her heart and all her soul, now, hey, baby, I need you to go over there and sleep with so-and-so and bring me the money back. The part that you was going to give me, I want you to sell it and bring me the money and bring me the money. It's the mind. Those of us from the hood, we know how the pimp game go. We know how it go. Trickology. We know how it go. We know how the white man work in this country. He's the master of deception. He know how to include black people, but not let you run in anything. He can make you the face of the business, but he is the heart of the business. He is the one that makes the blood flow to the different parts of the body. Trust me, his face is on the money, and he is the master of money. And I always tell you that he can make that dollar 10 cents, 25 cents, 30 cents, 65 cents. Anytime that he chooses, because he has that power. Trust me. And any smart and educated black person that have individual success on this, in this life, and I'm not mad at you, and I'm not saying because racism, black people can't make it in this country, no, but they're not going to allow the masses to be prosperous. They're not going to tolerate that, not on their watch. They'll let a few, Oprah Winfrey's, Obamas, Michael Jordans, few celebrities, Beyonce's go through. Look, black people, y'all can be just like them. And we know it's just a facade. We know it. They'll let a few black people. But guess what? Their money is sitting in their bank. And they know it. Listen to this, people. If you're a parent and your sons and daughter become a millionaire, come on, underage children, you own them. You can allocate where the funds go and all that. In the same way with the white people in this country. They know everything that we got, they own, because they own us. You can't make a quarter. I don't care if you're an entrepreneur. You got to come through them somehow to pay them, because you cannot get no business license in this country and just in this city unless you go through them. Now, operate a business without no license. You know they coming for you. You better be under the radar. Trust me. These rich rappers, they didn't get rich by themselves. You have these, what do you call them, Marcus? You got these rich producers, record owners.
You got these record labels. And what goes on in the entertainment industry, brother, will blow your mind. It'll make you not want to listen to music no more. When you look behind the scenes of what's really going on now, they doing any and everything to get famous. They're selling their soul to the devil.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you, Marcus. And let me.
Oh yeah, that's true, Martin.
I know you in the music.
They got somebody right now that's supposed to be like one of the biggest names in house music. That's the biggest liar. I lost so many friends. This one here, was a dude back in the day that wasn't no DJ, that don't nobody know from back in the day. All of a sudden, they the biggest thing you see on the circuit because they done had some little operations. I ain't gonna say what I would say on my platform because I'm on your platform.
Right.
They done had them a few operations and this and that. Now they done did a little collabo work on Beyonce's last album. Now I ain't even gonna say their name because I ain't gonna give them no pub. They. I'm like, that's a dude. And that's what the entertainment industry is trying to gear people to. Like, check this out. I'm gonna be brief. They own all the media companies and they own all the concert venues. So if you're not doggone bowing to their wishes, number one, your song ain't gonna get played on radio. Number two, your video's not gonna get played on the video networks that they got these little video whatchamacallits, and your damn sure ain't gonna be able to have a concert because they own all the venues. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's the industry. And if you ain't willing to bend over and do, and I'm talking literally, you ain't getting too far, brother. That's the reason I ain't got nothing to do with them. I'll be like, man, look, I laugh in your face. A buck ain't worth my butt. You ain't willing to bounce.
Yeah, when he done talking, you can say something. When he could say the brother talking. Go ahead, brother. You got another minute.
It's no dollar sign on my booty. It ain't for sale.
Mm-hmm. That's right, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Toughest rappers did it.
Okay, brother, you done? I'm gonna let this other. Yeah, brother. You been drinking? Bro, you been drinking?
No.
Are you sure? Because your voice sound real slurred. You know? You talk like that, or you tired?
I'm tired.
Because brother,
I didn't work the 13-hour shift.
Oh, you need to be asleep then.
I worked the 13-hour shift.
You need to be asleep, brother, instead on this live. Now, what you got to say? Come on.
Man, I'm doing this live because I want to see on my brother.
Brother, I wish I can understand you. Brother, I'm trying to understand you. I need you to talk a little clearer and lift your voice up a little bit. Come on, brother, talk to me.
At the end of the day, I want my brother to say, man, we all got to make it.
All right, sister, I need you to be quiet because you're gonna make me laugh. I'm trying not to laugh. I'm trying not to laugh.
I'm sorry.
So you can't do that. You make me laugh, my brother.
Okay. I'm sorry.
We laugh on matchmaking night. We don't laugh on this type of night. This is serious.
God. Okay.
I'm about to put you on mute, sister. I'm about to put you on mute.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead. I'm sorry, brother. She's making me laugh, but she got that voice making me laugh. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, my brother. 9508. Go ahead. He got quiet now. I didn't hurt the man's feelings. I'm sorry, brother. Okay, I got a new caller. Eric code. I think that's 843. Go ahead, new caller. 843.
Hi, it's Denise again. Listen.
Hey, how are you doing,
it's
sister?
Denise again. Listen. Hi. Listen, guys. This is what we have to remember. We are very wealthy. Every time we buy something, we spend a lot of money on, when we buy bread, we keep that plastic. When we buy canned vegetables, we keep the cans. Any like aluminum. We are very creative people. We need to get our young men and women to work with our families to create our own recycling bin, and we make molds, and we create our own line of stuff from our stuff. When we spend money, we don't throw anything out, even cigarette butts. Save your cigarette butts, save ashes. Everything comes in our house. We must find a way to make it, to create something. And we'll have our own line of our own creativity.
Okay.
One family can get all the aluminum cans and design a machine, I don't know, like a washing machine or the size of a toaster, and to melt down the aluminum and create our own something. I don't know, toothbrush, hair comb, I don't know, something. We're very creative people. All the plastic. One family can get all the plastic, melt all the plastic down, make molds. Everything we we buy, we bring in the house, everything we reuse it. Even the wrapper off the toilet paper and a paper towel, we use our mind. What are we gonna do? I don't know. How do we break it down? Water or whatever, some kind of glue, and we reinvent something. We're millionaires with all the stuff we buy, and we bring in our home, and we put it together, clean it up, so it don't create bugs. And when we get together and we work on what could we do with this, we're gonna even with aluminum, don't throw aluminum away. Create something with it. We're very wealthy. We're millionaires. We just throw it in the garbage can. Even the plastic peanut butter thing, plastic container. We can create a machine to melt it down and create a mold. Even glass, we can create a machine to melt down glass and recreate something.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. Hold it right there, sister. Go ahead, Marcus. I need to hear from you. Marcus, go ahead.
You know, she's right. We can create. We are very creative people. We're very artistic people. We need to start our own thing. We need to start our own art museums, art galleries, whatever, photos. We need to start our own thing and support it and finance our own community. Like they finance their own community. We need to quit begging them for things that they're not going to give us. We need to come together. We need to quit selling each other out and work together. Quit following these activists. Quit following these leaders. We don't need one person to lead us. We are each other leaders. I mean, we are our own leaders. And when we realize we're our own leaders, then the enemy that think that they can kill our leader who they nominated to be our leaders, they're going to realize that they're going to have to kill all of us because we're all leaders.
That's right. That's right, bro. That's right, Marcus. Hold on, sister. Let him talk. Sister, hold on. Now, we've been good tonight. You know, let him finish talking.
Okay,
then I'll let you talk. Okay. All right. Let him. We've been good tonight. We want to be, you know, last night we had fun, but this night we're going to be a little bit, you know, be a little respectful. Yeah. Are you done, Marcus? Because if you're done, I can let her.
No, I just want to say one other thing. I want to say another thing. You know, we have a lot to say. And we need to introduce these things to our young people. Because you know what? I do photography. But you got young black men who think that if another black man photograph another black man, they're gay.
Mm-hmm.
That's a part of photography. You're being a subject, you're modeling. You can make millions of dollars off of being a model, off of just standing there in a video, not even dancing, off of just standing there in a commercial, just holding something. You can see the world being a model. But it hasn't been introduced to them. It hasn't been introduced to them in the schools. It was taken out of the park district. It seemed to be gay-ish or whatever, but there's nothing gay about creating art and being a photographer. It's fun, and it pays well when people support you. But if you don't support the black photographers and the black media, we can't help nobody.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Thank you, Mark. Come on, dear. Brother, what happened to you? I've been waiting on you, brother. We tried to get you to say something. You quit. Where you? Come on, say something, bro. Come on. Come on. I got my dear sister waiting. Come on, brother. What you want to say? Brother. Oh, my God. He didn't say, come on, dear sister. Come on, area code 843. Come on.
Okay, listen, and I'm serious. We have to go back to the old ways. We got to start these groups all over the United States of America and then hopefully worldwide. But listen, like all of our clothes, you never throw anything away. All the buttons are so expensive. Excuse me. Zippers, all the clothes, if they got a spot on them, you cut the spot out, you use it for something. All the clothes is cut up in different squares. Getting someone in the community or even going to the public library, or even going to class. You got to start making spreads, quilts, and blankets. We're very creative people. Don't throw anything away. It always can be reused, and be very. And this is something that will bring unity into the community, to get our kids together doing communication, our kids feeling unity. The kids have a place to come, and the elders and everybody, we're working together on a goal. And we gotta do this. And no buttons. Don't throw anything out of the house. Nothing goes in the garbage. Nothing goes in the garbage. Nothing. If something could be made into something, and we gotta have different homes. Different people will say, okay, so I'll collect the clothes. Okay, so you say you're gonna collect the buttons, and you're gonna collect all the zippers, and this person is gonna collect all the aluminum, and this. Even town say, okay, well, the state of South Carolina, we're going to do all the buttons. This is what we got to do. Different areas, different towns, different cities. So we get this thing together so we can travel. Okay, we're going to travel to Chicago because we got the buttons and the zippers, and this is how we start doing this stuff.
Okay.
Start doing this stuff.
Okay, all right. You told us that earlier. Now you said the same thing. We finna go into this short video. I want you guys to listen real closely, okay? I'm finna play a video.
1994. He didn't mind going to jail. He would say, well, Judge, why are you bothering me? I can go to jail. Just go ahead and do it. I don't want to deal with your probation conditions and your anger management, and I'm not going to talk to the guy that I hit and resolve it so I cannot go to jail. I'll just do the year. We used to pick cotton.
Listen.
Now we are the cotton. We are the product in the system, in the paid prisons that they make money off of. And they count on you guys not being able to handle your emotions. So you go. Not over millions of dollars. Not over the health and welfare of your wife and children. Some words. Every brother I sent to prison.
Listen.
Didn't know what the fight was about. All he knew is how he felt about it. I put my first brother in jail in 1994. He didn't mind going to jail. He would say, well, Judge, why are you bothering me? I can go to jail. Just go ahead and do it. I don't want to deal with your probation conditions and your anger management, and I'm not going to talk to the guy that I hit and resolve it so I cannot go to jail. I'll just do the year. We used to pick cotton. Now we are the cotton. We are the product in the system, in the paid prisons that they make money off of. And they count on you guys not being able to handle your emotions. So you go. Not over millions of dollars. Not over the health and welfare of your wife and children. Some words. Everybody.
Did y'all hear that? Did you hear that, people?
Mm-hmm.
Now let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. And listen, brothers, y'all out here going to jail for other little things. You ain't going to jail for no millions. You're not going to jail for your family and the health and welfare of your family. This is over pure emotions because somebody says something to you. Now you want to pull out a gun because you couldn't control your emotions. Our dear sister said that earlier. I'm gonna start with my friend 843 just got off. I want you to tell me what your thoughts about this video I just played.
This is another. Oh, I can cry when I hear that because it just breaks my heart. It just breaks my heart so bad because they got these systems, but now they got the little boys going to jail. We got serious problem, people. We got little boys going to jail at 7 years old. They got little juvenile centers for little black boys, little boys, 7 years old, 8 years old. They don't have a life. So communication skills, coping skill is mandatory to make these churches that have these people to offer these classes until we get these nurturing centers up in these communities. We must demand these churches to have a nurturing center that's going to offer this psychological needs, handling emotions, coping skills, communication skills, study skills, all these skills that we have been denied and looked over and forgotten. It's mandatory because our homes are broken up. Our kids have to have a place to go to. A lot of our parents, like I said, Black trauma syndrome is real. From 460 years of it is so deep in everybody's family. And we're just really hurting people. And we really, like I said, for 2024, we have to work so hard. We got a lot of work. I'm just so grateful. I'm so thankful that you have this thing. You started this thing. Because I used to follow Al Sharpton. I don't know when that guy, what his name, Donald Trump became president. I wasn't there, but I believe Donald Trump paid him off because he had a really good system connecting with everybody all over the world, and he just dropped the ball on us. And I'm just so happy for you because I'm glad you're chosen. We have a job to do. We have 7-year-old little boys. All they want to do is sell drugs on the road. We have little girls want to have a baby so they can be loved. We got real serious problems. We got little boys. I got a young man upstairs, a young girl upstairs, and they fight all the time. And they because they don't know how they don't know communication skills. It's just so bad in our community. Our youth is hurting so bad, and it's up to us. We don't have that much, but we're all they got. And I'm so happy that you started this program. I've been watching you, and I didn't know it was going to get like this. But I am so glad that you pushed yourself, and you did this. Because our young people, Black people all over. The Lord says victory is ours. But we have a job to do, like I said, we have to have a team of people, like every city, every town, every county council, state. We have to have people at the prison door, making sure them people are doing what they're supposed to do. We got so much work to do, and we only got so much time to save. I got 10 years. We got 10 years to get. We got less than that. It's the strategy that the Lord is going to allow us to overthrow it.
Mm-hmm.
But we got 10 hard years, less than that.
Sister,
but we have a lot of work to do because our little boys and our little girls, they're so lost. And even our young people at 20 years old, they're so lost. 30 years old, 40 years old, they're so lost. But you know what? They're alive because they didn't know that you was going to come up. You was going to come up with a plan that connect us. And we're gonna make a difference, and he's gonna do what he needs to do. I'm just so happy. I'm so happy because I just know this is not. I just know this is not the end. I says, Lord, I know. I just see. I look to the left. Look to the feet. I look to the right. Look
yes.
To the feet.
Hold on, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Who's calling my name?
I want her to finish.
I need you to be. I need you to calm it down. Now, I boot you off one time. I want to get you again. Phone. Okay. Thank you, sister. Okay.
You knew that you did
Thank
that.
you. Yes,
okay.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did because you was out of order. I only do that when you're out of order. Okay. Thank you so much, Queen. I'm gonna go to the next caller, the original call that was talking about emotionals. 3699. Go ahead, my dear sister. You were talking about it first, and I thought I'd bring the video up. Go ahead, my sister.
Yes. It's all, like I said, Black people, we know when we're being mistreated. We know when we're being disrespected. We even know when we're being lured into a situation. And because we're not for the disrespect, and we're not going to allow or stand for anyone to make a fool out of us, we're quick and ready to let somebody know, I'm not going. I'm not stupid. I'm not your fool, and I'm going to get you told. But all of that sounds good. But when you allow someone to lure you into their court, you are a fool. And we have to keep pushing about this emotional imbalance. Stop responding emotionally and start responding mentally. Like I said, make it like it's always live your life like someone is out to get you. When you start living your life like that, you won't fall for the old banana in the tailpipe. because you're not so quick to respond. You let a person carry on and you listen to everything they're saying. I don't care if it's at the checkout. I don't care if someone is racially profiling you in a store or whatever they're doing it hoping that you'll fall for the trick. And the trick is for you to get angry and lash out. Now it's not about you being provoked anymore. That's not even going to come up. Now you're the angry black man, you're the angry black woman, you're a juvenile delinquent, and you need to be locked up. It's not going to be about what they did. It's going to be about how you responded. Martin, we have to keep pushing this. We have to keep pushing about emotion, no matter what and who it is. When a person lashes out, it's like a time clock. They do little things, micro things, minuscule, on purpose so that they can get the big reaction. Now they got you. So I'm just going to keep saying it. I'm telling you to just stand still, look them square in the eyes, and you don't have to give a person a piece of your mind. That's what they want. They want you to act out exactly what you're thinking. Mm-hmm. You have to think the opposite way. And I'm telling you by experience and how I live. Period. You don't have to engage. You don't have to take the invitation to the food party. I don't care what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
hold it right.
That's it.
All right. Listen, sister. Listen. Hold on, sister. Listen. You listen. I'm going to tell you something. Listen. You got one more time, sister. One more time. I'm not playing with you. You know what I'm saying? You want people to listen to you, but you don't. Hold on. No, I don't care what you have, sister.
I'm listening.
I don't care what you have. No, you don't. Listen. You have no respect for the other callers, sister.
How do we get
I'm telling you, sister.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. Bye.
How do we get
next? 82 17. Next. Come on, people. I'm not going to take that from her tonight. You're going to let me, now trying to let my emotions get it. I'm not going to lose my emotions. We have to respect each other, people. There's other calls. I'm giving people 3 minutes. A traditional phone call, they're going to give you a minute. That's all they're going to give you and hang up on you. Care what you're saying. I'm trying to work with us. I'm using this platform is for us so we can get ideas. You know, it's about crime and safety, emotionals. That's what it is. Yes. Okay, go ahead, Marcus. 0941, if that whoever call that is. 0941.
All right.
Go ahead.
That's me.
Go ahead.
You know what? We need to take over some of these abandoned schools and teach these kids how to deal with police brutality, how to control their emotions when stopped by the cop. I mean, like back in the Civil Rights Day, they taught the protesters how to stay nonviolent in the midst of violence. All right. They taught them how to deal with racist cops and racist white people pushing on them and throwing stuff at them. So we need to teach these kids how to deal with the police when stopped by the police. Don't argue with the police because you ain't going to win. Well, you're going to live to go to court. No, listen to me. You talked about emotions. That's a part of emotions, controlling your emotions. I do it all the time. And people think that I'm a little punk or whatever because I don't lash out at people mistreating me because I'm watching them and analyzing them and I know how to treat them. I know how to go to their level and stay on my level at the same time. And it does piss them off. So what I'm saying is I'm agreeing with you, sister. We need to open up these abandoned schools and start teaching a class because the people who control the schools now, they're not going to do it. It needs to be taught at home. I was taught that at home. Don't always lash out. Now, if somebody hits you, you got the right to defend yourself. But words, they want to provoke you into violence so that they can deal with you. That's why I had the saying when I was coming up in Inglewood, I'm not going to jail for nobody. If I'm going to go to jail, I'm going to jail for something. I'm not going to jail for nothing. I'm going to jail for something. But in the meantime, I'm going to control my emotions and use my brain to fight you. That is the best fighter of all fights. That's a true soldier. That's a true general. You can win the war using your brain because you're going to commune with the Holy Spirit, and he's going to lead you. And when he leads you, you're going to win. I don't care how powerful these people think they are. We need to get these schools back open, teach these kids how to mind control, how to control themselves in desperate situations.
Well, can I say something?
I got another caller before you. I want to hear what Sarge said. Then you say, let these people get their turn. Sarge, go ahead.
Okay.
6'2", I think it's 8217.
Hey, what's going on, man? I've been listening in.
You got your
and
3
doing
minutes.
some home repairs.
Okay, go ahead. You
this one here trying to cook.
You walking and talking.
Respond sensibly. Respond sensibly. Don't get all up in your feelings. I know it's a hard thing to do, but you got to get a grip on that. See, because you may get more satisfaction from irking somebody that way than they getting out of you. You see what I'm saying? Because I know I 2015, March 6th, right? In a couple of days from now, in Chicago, I ended up getting locked up, and they tried to get their irk on with me, and you know, they were laughing, police laughing, I started laughing too. It's like, what you laughing at? What y'all laughing at? Well, you know you're going to the county. I was like, oh yeah, that's funny. Oh, it's funny going to the county. I said, hey, 4 years of my life got spent in Iraq and Afghanistan. I survived that. I can survive till I make bail. Where we going? Boy, they was upset. They was upset. They was straight upset, no chaser. But I'm already in the doggone police station. If y'all gonna beat me, you go ahead and get your beat on.
Can I ask you a
but
question,
don't think
Sarge?
I'm gonna hold my tongue.
Is that the way you went to jail for that gun?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Okay. Because I remember you talking about it.
I surely did.
Okay. That was usually riding around trying to get your ex-wife, wasn't you?
Yeah, they gonna ask. He talking about what you got. Talking about what you got a gun for. I'm in Chicago visiting.
Sarge, you didn't hear what I just said, did you? Sarge, you didn't hear what I just said. I said, was you riding around looking for your ex-wife? Was you riding around looking for your ex-wife when you hit that gun? You want to?
No. That's a joke. I wasn't looking for the ex-wife. I was at a club on the west side.
Okay.
Somebody was talking crazy on Facebook, and I was like, "Oh, I'm here now in the flesh." Things got different, didn't it? Real quick. See, that's what happened. But then they go, he got a gun and this and that, and this is license plate number, and the license plate's Georgia, and war in Iraq, and this. They had all of the information. Now I had the gun in the car. You know what I'm saying? That's why when they asked me, anything in the car that don't belong in there? No, everything in that car belong in there. What's this? Oh, that's an FMK 9mm. That belong in there. It's mine. I'm a Georgia resident. That's what we do. You got a registration. We don't register in Georgia. We carry all day long. Conceal and carry permit. My military ID give me the right. Next, we got to take you to the station. All right? I'm good for a lift. I already know. I'm like, y'all talking all this hoo-yang. I'm getting out, and y'all impounding my vehicle. Y'all got to give it back. That vehicle, even though it's mine, I'm active duty military. That's registered government equipment. Y'all can't hold it.
All right.
So I got everything back except the gun. You know, they sold. You know, somebody sold that out the trunk.
Yeah, you know how that is go.
You know they did wrote on a piece of paper.
Hey, Sarge, but
you know that.
I'm sorry to have to stop you, but you've been on for 3 minutes and 30 seconds, so I ain't gonna lie to you. You can look at the screen. So
I'm sorry there.
Okay.
But right to emotions. Just don't let your emotions take you over, people.
Okay.
Have fun with it. I do.
All right. All right. Okay, my dear sister, 843. 843.
Okay, listen, a lot of us come from, a lot of our parents through the years have had, they have a lot of problems, due to depression, anxiety, and stuff that was not treated, because in our culture we look down on mental health. And so a lot of things that we're saying, we really have to create a system a trust system that we can go door to door in our Black community with trust, that they know that we're not going to go in their home and judge them, to offer these services in their home, the different needs that they need, coping skills, communication skills, and then just to say how to act when you're an adult. It's one thing. We this is the whole family. I'll use it for an example. I smoked cigarettes and I wanted to stop, and I couldn't stop on my own. So I had to go to a hypnosis to get help. Sometimes we have to go to professional help just by saying, okay, I'm going to act this way. Under pressure, you don't know how you're going to act. So I advise, even now YouTube offer a lot of things like saying, how would I handle this? What is the correct way to handle this position? What is not the correct way to handle this position? And even sometimes with all that, if you have a bad cop, it doesn't matter. But we need to establish social services, Black social services, to go door to door, making sure our family is where they need to be in these areas, in all areas, not there to judge, but looking and see, okay, this is a child, where this child is needing an IEP exam, so he can be placed in the right class. And then this is what you do, not just in the home, after school programs, working with the after school program, maybe a community garden, working with that child within the community, the whole community. It's the whole, like a domino effect that we have to create in our Black community. Door to door service, sending them out of the house is not going to happen because some of their parents is working. They're not going to be able to get there. Some of their parents have a suspended license. They're not going to get there. We're going to have people that trustworthy people. They have to be tested, have to be vetted, have to be, trained. But they go door to door and they make sure our family is where they need to be. And so where are we going to get this money from? We have 501c3. I can write a grant. Anybody can write a grant. Anyone that's got a church, anyone got the 501c3 can write a grant to start these programs. You got to be creative on how you write it, because just to say it's for Black people, it's probably not going to go well. But anyway, that's what I would like to share.
Okay. Thank you so much, sister. Thank you. All right. We're going to, we've been on here an hour, 32 minutes. I'm probably going to give you guys 2 more minutes to end it. I appreciate you guys for coming on here. We've learned something to control our emotions, people, because that can become a crime. And also that's safety. It protects us, because if we don't control our emotions, it really can become a crime. But if we control our emotions, we can safely get out of a lot of situations that we're in. Okay. All right, Carl, I'm going to you next. 3699. You got 2 minutes and we're going to close it out. And I'm going to let you say something. I got a couple more callers. Go ahead, my dear sister.
Just be careful, think before you react, and don't allow anyone. This is the thing, Martin. How is it that you can allow a person with a 2-year associate degree that carries a gun and a badge, that has never lived in the elements that you have lived in or I have lived in, to outwit you into a jail cell? Take the gun and the badge away, take the 2-year associate's degree away, take the 18 weeks of whatever boot camp away, police academy training away, and what do you have? You have a person that doesn't have the skills to survive in the element, in the environment that you and I have survived in. Stop allowing people that would not make it where you come from to lure you into a jail cell. That is called being made a fool out of. Okay? Think about it.
Okay.
Period. That's it.
Okay. Thank you, my dear sister. Okay, brother Marcus, go ahead. 2 minutes. And we out of here.
Oh, me?
Yeah, yes, sir. You, Marcus, go ahead.
Well, basically, I would say to people, learn to control yourselves. People out here, not just white people or police officers, but even our own Black people. There are people, evil people try to provoke you. They want to show. They want to fool out of you. They like to provoke you in public. So control your emotions. Use your head. Always think ahead of your enemy. They can have all the weapons they want, but if you got your brain and you're thinking ahead of your enemy, you control the situation. And they can have the media, the platform, but at the end of the day, you're the chosen one because you're listening to a higher power that they can't tune into. You always have to present yourself with intelligence and above them. That's why I don't argue with certain people, because it's not, I ask myself, is it worth it? Do I really need to let people know who I am? Who am I? I'm not the person that you'll see if I let my emotions control me. That's not who I am. I'm better than that. And we need to quit telling our enemy our every move. We need to quit telling them we're going to do this. We need, God bless Medgar Evers, but Medgar Evers was on TV before my time. And one of the problems, the black leaders, one of the mistakes they made, they told the enemy their every move. The white media is not your friend. And at times, sometimes the black media ain't your friends because they running on the script as the white media. It's best to just move in silence. As the slogan Nike says, just do it. And that's what I'll leave. Just do it.
Beautiful. Beautiful, Marcus. Beautiful. My brother Sarge. Come on, you cooking. What you cooking? Stop, steak, lobster?
Yeah. I just had it on mute.
You got 2 minutes. Go ahead. We're closing statements. We're closing out.
Okay. All right, closing statement. Just to close things out properly on what you and I were talking about earlier. Wasn't no way I was up in Chicago looking for that woman I used to be married to. That wasn't the deal. Especially seeing as one of her A1s from day one, we was bumping and grinding. So that wasn't the case. Something just happened to happen at one of them parties. If you understood the whole house music circle in Chicago, you'd understand I'm one of the least liked. Because I'm like you, I tell the truth and shame the devil, and I'm not trying to win friends, and I'm not trying to be within the doggone the system of this and that. But one thing I found funny about the election, and I'm gonna end it off with this. They got that big old house music picnic at Jackson Park every year, right?
Yes.
Do you know that Sophie is the wife of one of their star DJs? Now, how you gonna get 50,000 people to come out to a party, pay to get in, but your wife didn't get 6,000 votes in the mayoral election? That looks kind of strange to me. The math ain't mathing. 50,000 people paying $50 or more a head to come hear some music, but they ain't gonna go and cast a vote for free for your wife? Now, there's no diss on him and no dang on her. I'm just looking at the numbers themselves. Them numbers them numbers ain't mathing to me, brother.
I got one more thing to say.
That's it for my 2 minutes.
Okay, thank you, brother. That's it. Okay, all right. Out of town, you got 2 minutes. I was coming back to you, 843. 2 minutes. That's it. I'm not gonna let you go over it.
Okay, guess what? This is what you do. Always get a lawyer's card. Always have an attorney card. So if they ever pull you over, you pull out your attorney's card and say, I need to call my attorney. That stops a lot of stuff right there, because when you got a lawyer involved, always go to an attorney, always have an attorney card, go to an attorney and ask them, can they represent me? Or just get an attorney's card. Always flash an attorney's card. If someone ever pull you over, when you pull out your license, always pull out an attorney's card. Say, can I call my attorney? I'm not going to say anything until I talk to my attorney, and stick with that until you get to the courtroom. And that can save a lot of problems, because they don't like attorneys, because attorneys take all their money, their children money, and everything. And the attorneys don't play. So always have an attorney card when you pull your license out, and show them, can I call my attorney? I'm not going to say anything until I talk to my attorney. They give you respect right away, because they know you're not out here by yourself.
Okay. That's it. Thank you. All right. Before we go, people, and I want to share that video again, show that video again, and I want to leave it in your mind. I put it on my page so you can go share it, download it, put it on your page. I don't care what you do with it, but make sure you listen to this video. Share this video with your young teenagers, grandmom, granddaddy. Share it. Share this little video snippet.
Brother I sent to prison didn't know what the fight was about. All he knew is how he felt about it. I put my first brother in jail in 1994. He didn't mind going to jail. He would say, well, Judge, why are you bothering me? I can go to jail. Just go ahead and do it. I don't want to deal with your probation conditions and your anger management, and I'm not going to talk to the guy that I hit and resolve it so I cannot go to jail. I'll just do the year. We used to pick cotton. Now we are the cotton. We are the product in the system, in the paid prisons that they make money off of. And they count on you guys not being able to handle your emotions. So you go. Not over millions of dollars, not over the health and welfare of your wife and children. Some words. Everybody.
Y'all hear that? And I want to leave y'all guys with that. That is so profound, so powerful. They're counting on us. They're counting on us to fail. They're counting on us. You know what she's talking about? She's not talking about Hispanics. She's not talking about white people. She's talking about blacks. That's what she's talking about. Black people. Wake up, black people. You heard her. She's talking about black people. If that ain't racism, 105, 102, 101, that is racism in the clearest form. None of us could deny that. Mixed babies, black babies, white babies, Jew babies, Arab babies, you can't deny this. This is a trap for black people. We pick cotton. Now we are the cotton. They are banking on us to lose it. And so they can put us in slavery, physical slavery in these prisons. Slave labor. That's my story, and I'm sticking with it. Good night, people. Thank you for tuning in. This is Live, Uncut, Unedited. You already know what it is. Live, uncut. This is where we
Tell the truth
and
shame the devil.
And don't forget,
I love being black.
I love it.
I love being black.
Good night.